By the 90s, we got really, really strong cannabis. When I started, cannabis was just as strong as it is today. And I think there's a lot of misconceptions that maybe we have stronger stuff today and maybe we have higher THC numbers, but we weren't even studying THC until, till Steep Hill started working with Harborside, I believe around 2012, and maybe a little bit before that. Reggie Gaudino, he was working with Steep Hill, and that's when I met him. And I think he'd been working on that since about 2010 actually, but like there wasn't a big focus on it. They were just breeding based on traits, based on smoking it and feeling the effect and going, okay, well, this plant isn't strong enough. This one's stronger. I'm going to select this one.
I just want to
Yes.
jump in and give people some context on Steep Hill if they don't know. Harborside Health Center was one of the first kind of major dispensaries out of the Bay Area. And at the time, there was no regulation requiring anyone to do lab tests on cannabis. And Harborside wanted to be able to tell their customers that what was on the shelf was clean, and they also wanted to put potency tests on there. So Harborside helped found Steep Hill Labs, which was the first cannabis testing lab anywhere, because regular testing labs, scientific labs in the Bay Area would not take the cannabis products that Harborside wanted them to take. And that's when they started actually being able to quantify cannabinoids in products as well as verify them as clean. And so that was kind of a major shift in the modern industry, was the fact that all of a sudden we're getting these lab results off of plants, and all of that came out of Steep Hill.
Totally. It's really interesting. And even studying the cannabinoids today, we're only looking at a small fraction of the amount of cannabinoids that are out there. And then all the different things like terpenes and cannabinoids are studied on such a small scale compared to their overall amounts. We're just looking at the ones that are the larger percentages. And but yeah, as far as Steep Hill was one of the most important things for, testing today, like we wouldn't have testing without Steep Hill necessarily.
The funny thing is that that was the industry regulating itself. And then as legalization and commercial markets spread, it became a requirement. But that actual regulatory requirement came out of the industry regulating itself.